Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Aaron, and you're watching my live stream here on YouTube. It's good to see you here. First off, today is a day where I need to focus, so I'm actually cutting the music because it just drives me crazy and I can't focus. So I want to make sure I'm doing my best so that I can make sure that I'm focusing and getting all my thoughts, because there's a lot I want to share with you in today's video. Before I do, go ahead, hit the like button somewhere. I think it's going to be right there. Wait, I'm trying to think how no, it's gonna be over here. It's okay, but I'm killing the music today. I don't care if you want it or not. I don't want the music. Shh, it's quiet. Oh, so much better. All right, now before I get started, I want to let you know that I'm gonna be streaming for about 30 to 40 minutes. If you have coins or tokens you'd like me to look at, feel free to drop it in the chat. As I'm going, I'm not going to be talking about a ton of altcoins. I'm mostly going to be focusing on Bitcoin, a little bit on Ethereum, but mostly looking at a lot of data to make sense of the title of this, which is the reality that the bull market is here, but where is everybody? I don't know about you, but I've been in crypto for a while. Been in crypto since late 2017, and I've noticed that there are patterns that happen when there's a lot of euphoria. When the market was super duper bullish, going back over here to TradingView, back in November, okay? Let me scoot back over here, but November, excuse me. Well, November of last year, there was the Bitcoin spot ETF. I don't know about you, but I didn't have anyone asking me about Bitcoin at all. One person maybe made a comment like, oh, looks like Bitcoin's doing really well. And I told them, yeah, a spot ETF just got listed. All you have to know is that this is a great time to buy at 34K. Now, of course, we saw a lot of volatility over the next couple of months. We saw Bitcoin have drawn down to like 50K or so. But the reality is that things have been amazing for BTC. But during this period of time, I literally only had one person, even when Bitcoin got super overheated up to 73K, one person messaged me about it. That's not in crypto, not in finance at all. One person. This was not a period of euphoria for retail. Retail was not here, even though the price of Bitcoin grew by 160%. During this period, no one cared about Bitcoin or crypto. Understandably so, because it's boring. And now all of a sudden we have breakouts. We have our, I have to pull it up actually with a different chart. We have our bull flag, right? Which is successful. And by the way, this is playing out exactly as predicted, which is wild. Don't you love to see it? So we got our breakout, we got our retest, there's our bounce, we're moving up higher. I still have yet to have people really talk to me. I've had actually 2 people talk to me recently. Usually when Bitcoin is this bullish, I have lots of people commenting because I actually am still teaching. I teach for fun now. I'm just teaching part-time at the school where I work here in Japan. So I teach only the classes that I want, which is, I'm so grateful for that. It's amazing. And people know that I have a business. People know that I trade crypto, but no one's really talking to me about it right now, which is amazing. It's incredible because the fact that Bitcoin is on its way to $100,000, yet crickets. I have 2 people. Another thing I've been aware of is that in the 2020 market, and I'm going to go to the weekly because it's just going to be so much faster. All right, when this euphoria was happening, I had so many more people talking to me, asking me questions. My father-in-law texted me asking how to buy Doge. Okay, that was in this euphoric rally. And he was asking me in about here, March, April, May in this zone after Bitcoin had already made its high. So the reason why I've titled this live stream as such is because even though Bitcoin is, I mean, really, it's only 6% away from $100,000 per BTC. I don't hear any chatter outside of our little bubble. One main reason why there has been excitement about Bitcoin obviously is because of the election results. Now, when the election results came in, we have this massive pump, 9% a day, which was incredible. And we've just seen it pumping, 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 pumping. It looks great. It really does. This is actually a sustainable move. I'm still expecting a pullback to happen. But until it does, I mean, I'm not going to be timing the market to go, okay, pullback's going to happen right here on this date. We're just going to wait and see. But it makes sense to have a pullback, especially knowing that RSI on the daily time frame has been overbought above 70, going now on 15 days. This only happens, I want to make this super duper clear. This overbought streak only happens at the beginning of bull markets. Look, I've already shared this information with people that are in the Better Traders Club. So all of you that are not in the club, you're missing out a bit, and it's okay. But that's what I'm doing a little bit here today. So looking here at the 2020 market, we saw RSI on an overbought streak of 13 days. That was amazing. We're on 15. And it actually stayed overbought for a long time until it had its real first pullback, about 17%. It kept going and going and going and going and going like the Energizer Bunny commercials. So we could still see BTC rally for quite a while, but the only times that we see extended overbought streaks on the daily time frame like this, at the start of a bull rally. And this, keep in mind, this is when Bitcoin had not even hit or reached its previous all-time high of 19,000 some odd dollars. This is before it hit its all-time high. This is before it made price discovery mode go absolutely bananas. This was early. And here we are. Bitcoin is 6% away from $100,000. And apparently no one's here. So I know I keep saying that. I actually have some stats. Now it's funny because some of the stats actually disagree, which is okay. And it's okay to have stats that are conflicting. But I want to show you a couple of things that I find really interesting. So the first thing that we're going to look at over here is on Google Trends. So we're just typing in Bitcoin and we're looking at worldwide interest over the last 5 years. Now, we saw a significant increase over the last couple of weeks. Why? Well, because Donald J. Trump was elected president of the United States, and he has made several statements about Bitcoin, about crypto regulations. That's gotten people really excited. Bitcoin pumped a lot. People were talking about it more on the news, but now it's kind of died down. We can see that the prediction here is for it to spike down. We're actually at levels, it's not really playing with me. There we go, at 68. We're actually on par with the previous bull market. But note that this excitement and euphoria really maxed out here in like January, or I'm sorry, no, obviously it's here in May. I can't select it a period of time, which is really annoying. But right here, getting up to 100% interest is in May. So this is telling me a couple of things, that we're still super early. Even though it's spiked, we're seeing it cool off. Guess what? This is just going to keep going bump, 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 and it's going to go higher and higher. Now, interestingly enough, when we look at interest by region, this is even more fascinating, I think. We're seeing, actually, no, I messed with stuff. There we go. Cool. El Salvador continues to have the most interest, which makes sense because Bitcoin is legal tender there. They're doing great things with BTC mining. Nigeria also has a lot of BTC interest, which makes sense. Again, Switzerland did not see that coming. United States isn't even here in the top 5. The Netherlands, Slovenia, Austria, Turkey, Germany, Cyprus, Singapore, Canada. Where's the United States over here? Number 26. Where is everybody? It's really, really interesting. And even if we select the United States and seeing interest over time by state, Nevada is seeing the most interest, which is weird, which is absolutely strange. So it's a very, very interesting position that we're in, I think, where America is like so far at the bottom of the barrel. It's amazing. Now, yes, we've seen a significant spike for interest recently because of the election. It's going to die down. I'm fairly confident of that. Another metric that a lot of crypto people use is the App Store and downloads. And here on the Apple App Store, in the top free finance apps, Coinbase is number one. Usually when this happens, we're looking at a top signal. But again, looking at all the metrics, yes, interest has increased recently, but we're not there in terms of having relatives call and talk about it. Maybe next week if you're in America and you celebrate Thanksgiving, maybe you'll be talking more about crypto around the dinner table and people will actually be listening to you instead of laughing at you like last year or 2 years ago when FTX collapsed and everyone's looking at you like, you big dumb, you just wasted all your money. Now you can look at them and go, you big dumbs, you didn't listen to me, right? It's a great feeling. But we can see Coinbase Wallet is number 11, Crypto.com is number 12. So I think it's important to pay attention, paid apps, no, to how this changes. The reality is that Coinbase is number one. That's a big deal. That is a big deal. And yet, I'm not seeing the interest. I'm still not seeing the interest. Ben Cowan wrote this, when was it? Good grief. November, I have to scroll down, 17th. So just 4 days ago, showing YouTube views. We're finally seeing an uptick in a lot of YouTube channels and a lot of interest growing over time. But we're still nowhere on par with how crazy things got at the market top in November or the crash that we saw in May 2021. This is really, really interesting. We're not even close to the euphoria that we saw back in March. Again, I find it fascinating. And I also find it fascinating that I'm not on here. No, I don't deserve to be on this list. My channel's way too teeny tiny. So again, we're thinking about, or not thinking, but I'm just trying to show you that even though to us in crypto, this feels amazing right now, we're still not anywhere near the top. Even though Coinbase is the number one most downloaded free finance app, we're not near the top. Even though Bitcoin, as far as a search term goes, has reached some crazy high levels for the United States or even worldwide, it's increased a lot. We're still not there yet. Now, what's interesting is actually if we type in crypto as a search term, this now is starting to tick down a little bit worldwide, but it did reach the March 3rd euphoria. And I want you to pay attention here. Look at the dates. We saw December, this is when Bitcoin search term was up a lot, right? But look what happened here. We saw crypto max out here on May 9th through the 15th or so. We are just getting started. You should be excited. You should be absolutely euphoric, okay? Let's go back to TradingView. Now, I want to talk about a couple of things that I've mentioned on my channel. I've mentioned on X in my posts and threads. I've mentioned on the Coin Bureau trading channel. There's a couple of things that we need to take into account. One, the market is extremely bullish. Bitcoin is extremely bullish. It is strong bullish. However, this does not protect us or prevent Bitcoin from having a pullback. It happens. Now, I have a video on the Coin Bureau trading channel that goes into my thought process as to why I think this is going to happen, how previous markets have had pull downs, and how we can see that over time as Bitcoin has increased in search volume and trading volume, that the bigger the asset, the lower the pull down, or lower the pullbacks, the lower the drawdown. But inevitably there will be. So you can, if you're in the club, you know exactly what I'm talking about because I shared it with you in the Better Traders Club first. Then I shared it on Coin Bureau Trading and on socials and stuff like that. Okay. Now, where are some well, actually, I'm not going to say that. I want to just stay a little bit focused because I have a lot of things I want to share with you. Okay. So you might be wondering, where is a pullback zone? Looking at our short-term Fibonacci retracement area, which is from this high back in March to the low on August 5th. This has given us our 272 extension, which Bitcoin shot through like a bullet through a wet paper towel. And now we see the price shooting above the 1.618 Fibonacci level. Amazing. It's incredible. I'm all for it. Now, I prefaced this as a possible termination zone because this is a weak fib retracement level, in that if Bitcoin is going to be bullish, if it's going to be euphoric, this is not going to be the Fibonacci retracement levels that it'll be paying attention to. What it'll be paying attention to are the proper fibs. So looking at our top to our drop in the previous cycle, looking at our November 2021 top to the drop here in November 2022. So what we have ahead of us, honestly, is our real area that we should see a possible, well, highly probable termination from. And that's $100,000. 100,000.00. That's a massive milestone. Do I think that's where Bitcoin's going to stop? I think it's going to go up a lot higher. There are just too many bullish factors at play. But short-term pullback range, we are at it right now, but it's weak. This one is much stronger. Now, what's interesting is that if we look at the 2018 fibs, R2 is up there at 120. That's right. No, it's the 2014. We have 117K as a termination zone, a level of contention. So as it starts to push up higher, then we're getting this first test at 100K. We'll probably see a pullback. I don't know how far. I don't think it's going to be that far though. And then we'll eventually push above 100. Then we'll go to 117, 120, see a little bit of fireworks there, a little bit of fear there. And then we're going to see push up to possibly 173K. I don't know about the speed at which it's going to do this, but man, oh man, it's impressive to say the least. Now, we do have a CME gap over here on, I'm going to use this chart. Where is it? Is it here? I don't know where that went. That's so weird. Oh, there it is. It's nested in something else. So we have, oh, no, this looks super duper messy. Let me do it like this. So this is something right here I need to explain quickly. So this is our Bitcoin support fan. A support fan is essentially a bunch of different support lines that are successive, like this. So we have our long-standing support line right here, which it will probably take a couple of years for it to actually reach that, probably in 2026 is my guess, or 2027, maybe, we'll see. Then we have this shorter, or not shorter, but more vertical level, and then this highly vertical level, okay? The more vertical that these support levels get, the faster they're gonna break, the weaker they are. Now, we don't have anything right now to help us out with price discovery mode, which is where we are right now. The main thing that we have, though, is we have this level way down here, 78K, and then of course we have our CME gap at $77,930. Now, I'm fully aware of what's happening with escalations in, or rather between Ukraine and Russia, and why, oh why is President Biden giving a green light to Ukraine to... So dumb, so stupid. But if something like that happens, a rocket is fired and there's a war that breaks out because of it, yeah, oh yeah, we could see Bitcoin drop 18% in a day. There could be some sort of effect like that. But if it doesn't happen, it might actually take a couple of years for this CME gap to be filled. It's happened before. We had a gap at around 20,000 or 16, no, it was like $18,000 back in 2020. It took until 2022 for it to be filled. So this CME gap does not have to be filled immediately. And if we don't have some sort of nuclear strike, which God forbid that happens, our pullback drawdown might only just be minor. The first logical area for Bitcoin to have a pullback is the TBO fast line, which as the price continues to push higher and higher, it's pulling the fast line, the fastest moving average up, which is currently at about $85,000, give or take. That actually would be a logical area because of this low wick right here at approximately 85K. So I actually think it makes a lot of sense for BTC if and when it has a pullback to this level, which would be 10%. And if it's only 10%, that would be incredible. And again, you have to watch the other video to understand why, because that video goes into the really big pullbacks we saw in 2017, and then big, but not as big pullbacks we saw in 2020, okay? But the first pullback determines the depth of future pullbacks to come. And it's also the beginning of the end as well. Okay, I want to quickly show you a couple of other charts, and then I'll go into chart requests. I only see one coin that Daniel's asking for. If you have coins that you're interested in, you want me to review or just to check up on or give my opinion on, drop it in the chat, okay? But I only have about 8 or so minutes left. We'll see. But I want to keep things tight today, keep a tight ship. So a couple of other things to take note of. The total crypto market cap has exceeded the high. Why do I keep doing that? I need to be here on the weekly. It's so much faster. It is now, well, the total crypto market cap has exceeded the market high that we made in November 2021. That's a major milestone, okay? That is a huge deal. The fact that it's at $3.07 trillion is massive. We also, on the weekly, have some incredible volume that's happening. RSI is overbought, which is an excellent sign, because when RSI is overbought on total, that means that the total crypto market cap should continue to be bullish. It should continue. And we're not at crazy overheated levels like we saw back in March, where it was at 96.33 on the weekly. Massive. Now, when we look at the TBO indicator, let me turn off everything else just for a moment. This is a strong bullish TBO. I know we have all of these little bearish signals right here. That's okay, because so long as the price moves above the cloud, and so long as we pay attention to the slow line right here and the angle thereof, we're looking really strong on the trend. The trend is up. The trend is strong. Is the total crypto market cap really overextended from the fast line? It is. But you know what? It also was over here, and it continued to rip higher and higher and higher until it had a significant pullback in April right there to the line. We're doing just fine right now. It's a very, very strong trend, okay? Stablecoin dominance is also doing what I was hoping it would do, which is to break the 6% level, and it's just consolidating down here, which is brilliant. I love this, because I was worried that with our RSI crossing up 25 on the daily time frame like this, it would mean a very quick snap back to the TBO fast line on stablecoin dominance, which would mean a pullback on total, pullback on Bitcoin, big pullback on alts, but we didn't see that. We're seeing it grind lower and lower to the point that on the weekly time frame, when we see combined stablecoin dominance below 25, this is a super bullish chart. Well, let me say it backwards. It's a bearish chart for stablecoin dominance, but that means that we are full on bull mode when it comes to Bitcoin and everything else. It's a great, great, great sign, okay? Like we saw over here in February and March, things were going absolutely bananas crazy. Like back here in November 2023, here in February and March, like it was amazing. Things were insanely bullish. And ever since stablecoin dominance has been dropping and RSI has been dropping, like it's been incredible. We've seen some great increase on others and alts. But with that said, right now, as much as you don't want me to say it, and as much as you hate seeing Ben Cowan post the same Bitcoin dominance update video, Bitcoin dominance is still way up. The trend for Bitcoin dominance is still strong bullish, and it will remain strong bullish until this slow line starts to flatten out. Okay? The only thing that's going to happen, or rather cause that to happen, is if Bitcoin dominance plunges down here and it stays in this zone. It's going to be a while till that happens, in my opinion. And statistically speaking, the end of the year, October, November, December, and people in the Better Traders Club know this, is Bitcoin season. A lot of you have heard me say that and you didn't listen, you didn't believe me. Have some alts outperform Bitcoin? Of course, certainly. Have some charts just pumped wildly and massively? Yes. But others is not bullish until we see others dominance move above the TBO cloud on the daily time frame, and better yet, until we see this. Note the date, note the time. September 2024. We saw a nice rally for about a week and then it fell down. Election euphoria. We saw this move up and down a whole lot. But are we seeing a strong trend? Nope, no strong trend. We have a reversal signal with 2 TBO closed shorts, those orange diamonds right there, which is a great start. And just to show you, so for some context, here is the last time we saw a cluster of TBO close shorts on the daily time frame, July 2023. And we saw the others market cap increase after this by 51%. It moved up from 9% of the total crypto market cap. It moved all the way up to 13%. Things were really good for alts then. We've seen some chop. We've seen and experienced a lot of pain during this pullback, but we're seeing early signs of a reversal. But until others dominance moves above the daily cloud and it flips strong bullish, we're not seeing anything that's hopeful yet. Again, we're seeing signs of a possible reversal, but we're not looking at a super duper strong bullish chart like over here in 2020. Let me show you. This is 2020's chart, okay? So we got January 2020, COVID crash, retraces, and then we see a massive increase from 6% all the way up to 17%, topping out here at 19%. That's a 200% increase. If we're thinking about just the bull cycle, January is really where things took off. Now, when Bitcoin was crazy bullish back in October, November, December, we saw others dominance drop like a stone. It lost 50% of its value. That's supposed to happen because it's Bitcoin season. Guess what? That's what's happening right now. So we're on course. We're on track for others to do exceedingly and abundantly better than Bitcoin. It's gonna happen. But we have to be patient because October, November, December is Bitcoin season. Then January, February, March, April, May, about those 5 months or so, that's going to be when alts are going to fly. Historically speaking, that's what happens. One more chart, and then I'll look at some of these requests, okay? Bitcoin volatility is a must-watch indicator. This is put out by BitMEX. Yes, that Arthur Hayes BitMEX. Some of you are too young to know, and it's okay, or you too new, rather, to know BitMEX, but it's a notorious crypto exchange. I have this boxed zone. I've been letting people in the Better Traders Club know that this is typically a termination zone, a level. And when I actually drew this box way back here last Monday, yeah, saying that once we get up to this zone, this is typically where we see a pullback. Why? Well, look at the chart. I mean, I'll turn off everything. You can see it. We typically see Bitcoin volatility increase, and once it maxes out, then it decreases. It doesn't mean that Bitcoin volatility increasing means price goes down or up. It just means increased volatility. But this is the important part. When we see Bitcoin volatility decreasing, that means that either Bitcoin is staying somewhat stable, and that means that we can have some wiggle room for alts to pump, which we've been seeing a little bit recently. And it's mostly been these utility coins and tokens, not so much memes recently. But this is also a really good signal as well. Now, yes, a lot of alts are doing really well. Some are just screaming higher and higher. Some of them are just out of control, ridiculous. Okay? Why? Because this is how it's going to work. This is how it's going to be. We're going to see some pop up, and then we're going to see some just looking terrible, doing absolutely nothing. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, charts like say will pump like 150% in a day. We're getting into that mode, okay? It's going to happen, and it's going to be incredible. But we're just so close. We're on the cusp of something like that happening. Now, first off, again, thanks for joining me on the live stream. Make sure that you hit the like button. I want to go ahead and look at a couple of these charts that you guys are requesting. Okay. Oh, before I do, I'm such a bad businessman. I want to let you know about two things. One is that TradingView, actually, I didn't open up their website yet to see. They should be announcing it really soon. But I want to let you know about 3 really important Black Friday events you've got to be paying attention to. TradingView's webpage is still loading. Okay, whatever, I'm just going to leave it. But TradingView will have a Black Friday sale. Take advantage of it, especially if you're serious about trading. Take advantage of it. Just trust me, it's worth it, especially going with a yearly plan. You're going to save a lot of money with TradingView if the site loads. I have no idea why. It's just a spinning bar right now. The other one you should take advantage of, in my opinion, is AllTrading. Now, there'll be other trading platforms that have other Black Friday specials and deals. I have moved from 3 Commas to AllTrading actually 2 years ago, but I've just been quiet about it. But you're going to see more and more videos of me talking about AllTrading. All of our courses at the Better Traders, all 4 of the courses have been updated to focus on AllTrading as the primary trading platform, but you don't have to use AllTrading. If you like Trade Santa, I still don't get why they call it that, or Crypto Hopper, or Zignally, or Cornix, or 3 Commas, or Pinex, whatever, that's fine. For me, I like AllTrading a lot. It's safe, it's secure, it's a very excellent program. I love the presets, I love the bots, it's great. So you can save a lot of cash. There's also a link down below in the description of the video. There should be, hopefully I updated that, but there should be a link for AllTrading. If not, whatever, just click on this and just get it and save some cash. This is the time to be saving. And then, saving the best for last, we're gonna be throwing a Black Friday sale in 14 hours and 7 seconds, 6 seconds, 5 seconds. That's a brilliant countdown. I love that. It starts tomorrow. So you could save 50% off of our courses. All of our courses are half off. We talked about a lot of things, right? We talked about the fact that we're not anywhere near a top. Even though Bitcoin search volume increased and spiked for the election, we're not at a top yet. Even though Coinbase is the #1 top free financial app, we haven't topped yet. We're not there yet. Even though YouTube channels are still only getting half of the views that they saw when there was max viewership, I guess you could say, we're not there yet. This is the time to invest in your education. This is the time to master automated trading strategies that I teach at the Better Traders. This is the time to learn how to use bots to trade on your behalf, so that way you don't have this constant sense of FOMO or missing out. This is the time to be using bots to accumulating positions and coins that you like and you want to hold for the next 6 to 12 months. This is the window of opportunity right here. And the fact that this is happening right around Black Friday is honestly a gift. So you can save 50%. It starts tomorrow, not today, but tomorrow. I highly recommend you get one of our courses if you don't yet. If you do, great. Log in, see what's been updated. I already emailed everybody. If you already have a course and you're not sure about a trading platform, I highly suggest AllTrading. It's a great platform, great deal. And TradingView, they don't have anything yet. Maybe next week they'll have something in regards to Black Friday. I don't know. I don't see anything on their site yet. Okay. And I also want to brag a little bit too. The watch lists that I've been sharing in the Better Traders Club have, of course, everything's been pumping like crazy. And you see the videos on my socials and stuff, but things are just going crazy, mainly with this TBO springboard bounce, which is taught in the Better Traders Club, as well as the courses. It's a nice re-entry strategy where the price comes down to the fast line, you enter, and that's your pullback entry. And it works really well. Of course, there are charts that have just been pumping like crazy. There's a ton of stuff. Lots of our trade setups recently closed as well. And that's going to be happening more and more and more. So again, I highly recommend checking out the Better Traders Club. Okay, let me get to some of these chart requests that I see in the chat. I have to go back over here to see. Okay, so Daniel, you were first, so definitely have to do VeChain because you've been waiting patiently. All right, so that. Okay. So just going to give you my thoughts and opinions on this. I'm going to be real, okay? Now, the one really strong thing I see about VET is that even though, I mean, this is the best place to buy, just under 2 cents, even though it's already up 60%, it's still early. So not looking at the TBO, but looking at volume. Volume has increased significantly for VET, which is good. As long as daily volume is exceeding the yellow moving average right here, the 30 SMA, it's a good sign for VET. The fact that it's increased this much is great. The fact that on balance volume is trending up is good. There's resistance here at 151 billion. An obvious target is going to be up here. That's an increase in volume of 6%. It looks so much bigger, doesn't it? It's not that much. Because this is not a meme coin, because this is not a coin that's going to be hyped up a ton, it's going to be a slower mover, okay? But understand that it will have its time in the sun, just like it has back here. Now, with that said, if we look at the previous cycle and we look at this price range, right, from where things got absolutely crazy for VeChain, it did reach the 618, which is the termination zone. So it struggled at the 272, surpassed the 618. This time around, I have a hard time seeing it repeat the same thing. Because VeChain has already seen a bull market, the technology might have improved. It's completely possible. But typically, a chart like this, it might be able to reach its all-time high, maybe. But exceeding it, there would have to be some incredible shift in the protocol or in the marketing, or they rebrand as a meme coin token like Litecoin did. But I don't personally see VeChain going up to these crazy heights. I think closing out here at around 14 cents makes sense. But I don't see wild demand for this. It is quite early, so it's at a good spot if you're accumulating. But I mean, it's not terrible. I'm not trying to fluff it up, but it's not super appealing at the same time. Okay. Let me keep going. APT. How can I turn down Satoshi Nakamoto? It is such a pleasure and an honor, sir. Honestly, where would we be without you? Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Actually, let me do it on. There we go. Aptos has been boring for a long time, hasn't it? Oops, no, I wanted to get rid of this, the price range. Okay. It hasn't done anything yet, so it's hard to say. But to that degree, it's only retraced about 38% from its low down here at $3. So even though it's at $12, it's kind of high. It's kind of up there, but it's not bad. All right, one thing that's sticking out to me is this. Let me get rid of this to make it super easy. Okay, we're going to disregard the listing wick there for Aptos. So one easy target right now is going to be TBO resistance, that red line, which is going to be about $18. It's not very much from where the price is right now. We really like to see way more of an increase. But the one thing that Aptos has that VeChain doesn't is it's a new listing. Not really. It's been around since 2022. It's one of the worst possible times to list a token, but how could they know? They didn't know. But Aptos has not seen a real proper bull market. When things were getting bullish back here, it did increase quite a lot by like 180%, but it hasn't reached its full potential yet. I actually want to go back to the Coinbase chart. So I think that this is a better chart for us to look at. Let's do this to see possible price potential. I mean, the volume still isn't there yet. It's early, which is good, but it's not exciting or appealing just yet. So the first logical target would be $30 after it breaks this stuff, which is fairly simple. It's fairly easy to do for euphoric markets. Maybe it could pull, you know, up here to $50, but anything above $100, I think, is stretching it. It all depends on pumponomics. Okay, I just need to explain this real quick. We are not at the point of the market yet where we can look at the white papers, we can be excited about partnerships, we can be excited about token events or marketing events. We're not there yet. That is what I call pumponomics. It's all the fundamentals that everyone's looking at for Bitcoin on Glassnode, CoinGlass, stuff like that. But no one really cares about Aptos right now because it's crypto. If we go back to Google search trends, here we go. Where's the button? There's the button. Crypto has increased a lot, but keep in mind that when Bitcoin was bullish back here in December, it was already maxing out like above 75 as far as search interest goes. Actually, here, what am I doing? What am I doing, huh? I can just compare the two right there. Perfect. Why didn't I do that before? In January, search interest for Bitcoin was at 90. Crypto was at 9. Search interest for Bitcoin was 10 times greater. Right now, we're looking at search interest for Bitcoin about 3 times greater than crypto. So I'm saying that because what will happen first is there's going to be a big spike on Bitcoin, then alts will follow. Because this has not experienced a bull market, there is a chance that Aptos could go up to $100. Could. Is it likely though? I don't know. It really depends on pumponomics. When Bitcoin tops out, you're going to see Aptos, VeChain, DougChain, ButtChain, it doesn't matter. They're going to be talking about this, that, and the other, their new protocols, new improvements, upgrades, testnets, forks, spoons, knives, cutlery. They're going to be talking about everything, and that will push the price up because there's going to be lots of news and excitement about crypto and alts. We're not there yet. So if Aptos is a company you're excited about, then yeah, accumulate, but also be aware that it's not wildly bullish yet. That's to your advantage, but this applies to a lot of the coins or tokens that haven't done anything yet, whereas meme coins are all ridiculous, right? Let's see, I'm going over time just a little bit. I can't turn down a request from Stone Knee or Oz because you guys have been on my channel for a long time. You've been following and commenting, so that's hard to turn down those. Let me look at Solana on Binance. Here we go. So Solana on Binance is really close to reaching its all-time high. Its all-time high is at 259. It's 10% away. It's wild, absolutely wild. Am I kicking myself for not buying here or here or here or here? Oh yeah, oh yeah. But that's the beauty of bot trading, in that if you're not sure, at least you can accumulate some down here and it will be worth 500% more. I do believe that Solana will push through its prior all-time high. I do believe that Solana has the potential to go up to $2,000 this time around. So I think it could still increase a lot more. Why? I'm going to be posting a video on the Coin Bureau trading channel Friday comparing Solana and Ethereum. I already made a video about Ethereum. I'll be talking about Solana and Ethereum. I think that Solana is the Ethereum killer. I think it has a lot of potential. There's way more demand. It's cheaper. It's more popular. Even though it breaks down more, even though the ticker is literally SOL, I mean, why do that? Why? But I get it. It's fine. Whatever. SLN, that would, whatever. So good things that I see. There's a TBO breakout in process on the weekly. We still have 4 days-ish to go for this to close, but it looks bullish. On the daily time frame, we already have our TBO breakout right there. Like, it's a bullish chart. It looks good. I think the Solana could break, and I expect it to go past its previous all-time high and go higher. All right, Oz. Where did you go? There you are. What do you view on Andy on base and Landwolf from the same boys club, Pepe and Brett? Which chain? Ethsol. Okay, now you're going. So I didn't even read your comment. I just saw your name, and now I've dug myself into a predicament. Okay. Let's see if I can do. It's not going to show me on base because it doesn't have that. If I do MEXC. Yeah, it's not on base, but at least it's something. And if I'm wrong, I'm so sorry, but I don't know exactly what you're talking about because I can't look up those base charts here. I would have to go to a browser to do it, but whatever. If this is the one, and it looks like it is, because it looks like it is a meme coin to me. I mean, looking at the image alone, that looks ridiculous. Okay, so meme coins, I honestly think that the best thing to do in regards to meme coins, I mean, it did retrace back up to its all-time high set back in June. It's a good sign, to be honest. There might be way more history to this chart that I'm not seeing. There probably is, to be honest. But meme coins still have a big role to play in crypto. So I don't think there's anything wrong with Andy shooting up higher, going at least, 200% or so. I just don't know what the demand of the story is. When we talk about pumpamentals for coins with actual utility and not just jokes and cartoons, when it comes to the jokes and the cartoons, the meme coins, if there's no strong community, if there aren't funny memes, if there isn't hype that's being pushed out on a daily basis, just be really cautious. Coins like, and you asked, Pepe, Brett, stuff like that. Like Pepe just got listed on Coinbase, and it had a massive pump because of that. Like, it's absolutely insane. It's great. Brett also is very similar. Why are they these primary colors? I guess that makes sense. But they're all doing really well. It really just depends on the community. If there's a strong community of people behind these meme coins, they will continue to perform extremely well. So whether it's Andy, Pepe, Brett, Landwolf, I've never even heard of Landwolf. So I'm assuming that this is it, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, it's already pumped up so much though. It could, I mean, this is really similar to the Act 1, the AI prophecy coin as well. The main thing with all of these is that if there is a community that you're excited about and you see good things happening and people are like devout Landwolf fans or Andy fans or Brett, Pepe, whatever, all these meme coins, if there's a devout following, cult-like following, then you'll have buyers and you'll have people that are shilling it to their friends, right? But if it's obscure and new, it's a smaller market cap, then you run the risk of jumping on a train that's not going anywhere, that's staying at the station. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay. Satronaut said it exactly. Blue chip memes will 10x. I don't know about 10x specifically, but the meme coins that have the largest share of interest, and we need to go over to CoinGecko, and we're going to go to categories. And we're going to go over to memes. There's DeSci memes now? Give me a break. All right, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. All right. So in our memes, our blue chip memes would be the ones with the largest market cap. So Doge, Shib, Pepe, Bonk, Dog with Hat, Floki. Whether or not you like dogs, if we have way more dogs than cats in the top, just take note of that. Now, Popcat is here. We have a squirrel, we have a goat, cat, dog-ish, dog. I like this one personally, Boom. I think it's mostly because the art's really fun and it's really cool. Personally, that's why I like it. But pay attention to what's really popular. I mean, the dog coins seem to be winning. Now, will Dogecoin pull a 10x this cycle? Unless they somehow put Doge under the Department of Government Efficiency and make it a legitimate like connection, or you can use Dogecoin to vote on proposals or things like that. No. Shib, probably not. Pepe, maybe. Bonk, I don't know. But to me, the farther you go down the market cap, the higher the chance of coins pulling a 5 to 10x. Like Whiff, like Brett, Popcat, Peanut has had its time in the sun, in my opinion. But then we get AI ones like Goat. We get, we have to go further down. Act 1, the AI Prophecy. SPX, it's not really AI, and it's different. Mudang, Cerebro, I haven't even heard of this stuff. It's ridiculous. Punky, right? So pay attention. Pay attention to the cults. Pay attention to all that fun stuff when it comes to the community, getting really excited about stuff. One other reminder is that if you're excited about Landwolf, great. And it does have a TBO breakout in the daily, which means that it should pump from here. One reminder is that don't set price targets like, okay, I'm going to sell when it gets to 1 cent. I would love for you to get an 89x. I would honestly cheer you on, and I would hope that you would buy me a steak one day when I have lunch with you on your Lamborghini that's also a yacht in Dubai, right? But the reality is that it's foolish for you to set these take profit targets at fixed levels because everyone else is going to do that. If your chart's up and you're up 2, 3, 5x, consider just taking out your original investment and letting the rest ride. Then it doesn't matter if it goes up to 1 cent or 10 cents. But have a little bit of not fear, but objective realism as you watch your portfolio grow. There's nothing wrong with taking a little bit of profit out, okay? Not at all. Take a little bit of profit as it goes up. If you've already earned 100% on your trade and you think it has the potential to do a 10x, great. Just take like 10% out and just let it keep going. And as it goes up higher and higher and higher, just take out a little bit. And if it has a pullback, just put a little bit back in. So that way you're earning as it's going up higher. That's at least the way that I trade, okay? So I went way over time, but it's okay. It's also my bad. This is how it works. So I want to remind you again that our Black Friday sale starts tomorrow. So I'm, of course, really excited about it. Definitely take advantage of AllTrading's Black Friday sale. I think it's a great trading platform to use. You can use my link or not. You can just hit the Get Now button. I don't care. But I really do believe that they're a great trading platform to use. But take advantage, 50% off courses. And if you're already set with courses and you're looking for that special Christmas gift for that special person in your life at the office, then you can consider gifting someone a course as well. Okay, this has been really fun. Thanks again for hanging out with me. And until the next time, you know what to do. Stay awesome and stay in the green. Peace.